Cruella De-Ville, Cruella De-Ville. If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. Okay, so guys, today I'm doing Cruella De-Ville. Obviously, it's Wednesday, which means it's Walt Disney, whatever, because it might not be on an actual Wednesday, because it's October. And I post more videos in October. I post even more videos in November and December. So if you're new here, I'm Auntie Tay. I post videos about DIY and lives and all this good stuff, and usually throughout the year it's Monday and Wednesday with some lives, but for the holidays it's kind of funny. So check out the schedule on my blog if you want to know exactly what videos are coming and when. So with that, Cruella De-Ville, we went a little extra on some of Briley's stuff because she's still at the age where she'll let me dress her in whatever. So I made sure to make accessories or get accessories for these bounding characters. I hope you guys enjoy it and enjoy little clips of our Disneyland trip. Let's get going. Okay guys, for Cruella De-Ville, I started with the t-shirt and I got a cute red t-shirt from Target, and then I cut out our SVG that's available to all of our patrons under Disney Bays on auntietay.com. And then I'm just going to heat up my shirt and do all the layers one layer at a time. I'm going to start with spots, and actually I'm going to lay it out so that I can make sure I know exactly where I want everything. That gives me a good idea of where I'm going to start with the layers and which layers I can actually do at the same time, because I'll notice if some layers are not overlapping, then I can do that. And then I also noticed I wanted to do the white layer at the beginning because the black was easier to line up after that Mickey head was on there. And then I'm just going to layer on spots and add we wear. And then if you did not know what this is a Mean Girls saying. I posted the picture of Briley wearing this on October 3rd, which is Mean Girls Day, so that worked out perfect. And then I'm just going to pull those off. And then I have all these cute little spots that are also available part of the SVG. So just kind of put them wherever you want. This would go cute on a bag or anything like that. Okay, so for the hat, guys, I'm obsessed with this hat. I think it's so cute. I just used white fur, which is very messy, black fur, which I was not impressed with Joann's selection this year, but it works. And then black and white fabric and red sequins fabric. I got all of them at Joann's. And then a white hat from Walmart, because we love getting our hats at Walmart, a huge glue stick and a glue gun. And obviously this is a no-sew because I didn't tell you need anything to sew with. Of course we need some scissors and some foam I cut out with our SVG for Mickey ears, and you're going to need 4 of those bad boys. Okay, you can also cut those out on your own. And then I used some black glitter and some Mod Podge and a paintbrush. That's what that's called. Okay, so to get started, I'm going to lay my foam right side down, my fur right side down, and I'm just going to give the rim of the foam some hot glue and make sure it's all not dry, and just stick it onto that foam. So you're sticking it on the back side of the foam. I keep calling it foam. It's fur. Stick it on the back side of the fur. And then this is the messy part. We're going to cut it out. So I tried to clip and tear, which it did work. If you can clip and tear your fur, it makes it all the better because the fur actually doesn't come off. Yet we're going to have to make a mess right here because we're going to have to cut it. And do this project last because it's going to get everywhere. And I got fur everywhere. I had to clean it up before I started on another project. So fur is fun, but it really makes for some fun no-sew projects, but it does not make for a clean craft room, which who wants a clean craft room anyways? Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with the black, and then I'm going to, instead of pairing the white together, which you could, I'm going to pair, see, look at all this fur. I'm going to pair the black on the back of the white. So I'm just going to do the same thing with the black, just like we did with the white. Pretty self-explanatory. And so then we're going to stick that all together and make some really cute Cruella ears. So you could do a bunch of different things. I think the black was a little harder to clip and tear. Okay, so I actually rolled the black around the backside and hot glued it down because it was very thin and I wanted it to get a little bit more poofy on the edges. So instead of just cutting a little extra of the white, I did the black like that. And then I left the bottom open so I could put a little fluff in there because if you like your ears fluffy, you gotta add the fluff. I like to personally cut up old stuffed animals and use the fluff from there, but you can also buy some. So then I'm just going to close that off by wrapping the bottom of the white down, and then I'm going to stick these bad boys together. like I've been saying, all right, when are you gonna do it? Okay, so I'm gonna fluff the black side too, and then make sure that everything is closed off. And now we're going to finally hot glue these things together. So again, you can do the whites together and the blacks together if you want to have one full white ear or one full black ear, but I thought that this was cute because each ear actually looked like Cruella's head, and then from the front it looked like Cruella's head, and then from the back it also looked like Cruella's head. So it was kind of like magic, I think. But you know, if you did all white and all black, you'd get the black on the back and the white on the front effect, but not the sides. Okay, so we're just gonna hot glue it onto the hat by using that little hole in the hat as a guide. We always want to start on the second hole from the front. That is the perfect spot for an ear. Yeah, okay, so then we're gonna make a big red bow, and I'm just using sequins, which are horrible on my scissors. So if you're cutting sequins, use your dollar store scissors, spare your fabric scissors. Okay, so now I'm just gonna use this extra little mesh part for the tying of this bow to make it super simple. I'm just gonna fold these in on the edges and just give a little hot glue. Again, no-sew is our favorite sometimes. It just makes for our life so much easier and so much more fun. And then I'm gonna fold in the ends from the top to the bottom. And again, I've done my bows a few different ways, and I still am not really sure exactly my favorite way to do them. And I kind of just wing it. I kind of cut my square just however, and then whichever works, like do I fold it from top to bottom? Do I fold it from right to left? But I always fold these little corners in because it makes the cinching part a little bit easier. It doesn't like pop out when you cinch it. Is it cinch or is it like accordion? Squeeze it together. All right, when I do this part. And then I'm just gonna use that little mesh piece that I cut in the beginning and tie that around to make sure that the bow stays closed or cinched or whatever that word was. Okay, so I'm just gonna tie this, and then I'm gonna take another piece of sequins and decorate it. Sometimes you don't even have to do that because it turned out really cute with whatever you chose. But again, this goes on the back and you won't see it. So just gonna make sure that's tied really good, and then cut the little extra pieces off, and then we're just gonna use a little piece of extra sequins and decorate the center, which is also no-sew. So you just stick that around and make sure you hot glue in the back of your bow. And then that little tie also gives it a little extra oomph, a little extra volume in there by giving you a little knot to go over. So kind of looks a little bit more full too. So it's always fun. All right, dry this off if you're using a hot glue gun, and then we're going to stick it on our hat. I'm gonna pull it just forward a little bit off those ears so that it doesn't get pushed forward too much. And then I'm just gonna secure the bow onto the ears, which really helps the ears stand up, and it also makes that bow, if it's a little flimsy, stay up nice and up too. I loved these ears. These are like my favorite. They're so cute. I've been wanting to make Cruella ears for a while. Okay, so then I'm going to use Mod Podge. I originally was going to use black paint, but then I used Mod Podge and glitter, which I really wanted to go over this a second time, but I didn't by the time we got to the park, so I had to do with some not so perfect spots. But if you guys do this, make your spots perfect. So I just did a little polka dot or whatever these are called. What are these called? Dalmation spots. And I realized later on that, you know, the Dalmatian part of Cruella is very morbid, but this is all in good fun, and the Dalmatians made it out in the end. They didn't actually get made into fur coats. So Dalmatian spots are good, and these are fake. They're glitter. They're not real Dalmatian spots because we're not okay with that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make these oblong weird shapes, which are Dalmatian spots, and cover them with my Mod Podge. And then when this dries, ideally I would have liked to go over it with some more Mod Podge and more glitter, and then over it with Mod Podge again. Then for the shoes, I just made bows just like I did on the hat, and I found these really cute shoes at, oh gosh, where did I find these shoes? I do not remember. Ross or Burlington, I don't remember, but I found them that had this little zipper, and I just kind of used that extra little flap on the inside to glue the bow to, and then that way it can zip up, but it can't zip up all the way, but once it zips, it pulls that bow together.